value of measurement is kind of underestimated. I think I completely agree. Just showing the mirror, and hopefully, if there is constructive critique around that mirror,
and the critique has to come from within.
yes,
I think if you're hoping that somebody like Shantanu will come and tell me, hey, you know what, you should be working on these things, that's a vain thought.
It's
The
gigo.
best guy who knows you is you.
yeah. If it comes from outside, it's gigo.
Yeah, it's Gigo
It
anyways.
won't work. Amazing.
How do you do it?
In terms of
Critique. Do you take critique well?
by nature, I'm a stubborn individual, and I have tremendous faith in my intellect. However, so I have to respect the person it's coming from. Even if the critic is right, but the person if it's coming from I don't respect or I think is not smart enough, I'm self-aware about this weakness. I will ignore it.
What about the other way around? You like the guy, but not the critic.
No, if I like the guy, I will. Even if I disagree with the critic, I will
You'll
think
take
about it. I will take it and I will think about it, and I might disagree with it, but I'm very optimistic about life in general, right? So if I have a, I'm someone who gets very comfortable with worst case scenarios very quickly. So if a and which is great, it can be a great skill or a great intrinsic, and it can be a shitty intrinsic also, because it can be great if you want someone to stay calm through shit. And I'm very calm through the worst news, because I've already made myself comfortable with the worst case scenario. You know, like for example,
Because you've thought about it.
I thought about it. I'm like, okay, if this happens, I'll be okay. But what should not happen as a result of that is that you wed yourself to suboptimal outcomes more than you should.
But that's the risk anyways, right?
That's the risk. Anyways, matlab?
With the thought.
Yes. That is a huge risk. And so I have to really balance this, that getting comfortable with worst case outcomes is one thing, so you don't lose your shit. But at the same time, you must be thrashing around in the deep end of the pool to stay alive and make the best out of it all the time. And that is something, so I have to make sure, because I do that personally, but I need to make sure that that attitude, which is the latter attitude, is the one that disseminates, not the former.
Right.
Because in a review, if someone gives me bad news, I'm very calm about it. So people get the sense, okay, this seems to be okay to do. But I have to make sure, like Deepak, in fact, Deepak is someone who's told me that don't be zen about things that are unacceptable.
Yeah.
In front of me, it's fine. In front of the team, it just doesn't work.
Yeah.
You must show emotion. You must get angry. Don't hide it. So that is something which I've tried to. I'm like, I don't know, some people here who know me, but like I would never get angry in reviews or never lose my cool or whatever. And I've been told that at least with senior folks, start doing it more often.
But do you do that in personal life a lot?
No,
You got it there too.
not guarded. I'm a very chill human being. I'm a very chill human being. Like I really feel that being happy and being chill and being calm and just having like zen is the nice way to live. Which is not good for entrepreneurs who are trying to disrupt or kind to go into that big gap that you see, right? It's a bad attitude to have. And I realize it very honestly. I realize कि यार ये गलत है. I should not be this. And
There are advantages of it.
there are definitely are advantages. People are free around you. People feel empowered. People take risks a lot more. People are in my company, till date, I have not said no to a budget, a request that has come which has been thought through well. Till date. Even if it is way outside what I think is budgeted for. If you have thought about it, if you have passed the stress test in terms of like, if you have passed the stress test from 3-4 senior people, you will put money behind what you think is a great idea. It could be a product launch, it could be a business idea, it could be women's business, yaar. Women's business was launched in May of 2020. It's a COVID year. We're a men's personal care business launching women's razors. By far, completely contradictory idea. But we're like 15 women. We're working in Bombay shaving company. We have hair on our legs. This is ridiculous. Waxing salons are band hai. Ye kya hai? We're like, we don't make razors. We don't understand. No, say we understand them. Na? You don't need to understand them. We understand them. We are employees. Let us work with the manufacturer, made the first razor, then made 10 more products.
But उनको उतना ही औहदा मिलता है. Do they get that same kind of status as?
Yeah. We let them do it. We made a product team, and now they're running their own business. They have their own ESOP pool. They have their own everything. Everything is made for that business. Tanushri is here. I don't know if she was here before. She's a part of the marketing team at this business. So,
Outstanding.
yeah. So that's. But again, it's
Different. It's different.
You don't know, right? What's right, what's wrong, and you learn along the way. And I'm 35. Yeah, like I don't know. This is the first time I'm being an entrepreneur. I talk to people like you and I learn. From today, I'll learn some 10 things from you about how to be a salesperson, etc. I'll try to become better. But it's a journey. I don't think it's something that you know. There's never a right answer. It's always grey. There's never white and black. हमेशा grey होता है. And you have to kind of figure out where you're comfortable. Because if you're not consistent, you're fucked.